All right. Welcome to this quick YouTube snippet. If you're watching this, you probably already know me, Brody Craney, and I'm madly in love with Nikken in this business. And the other person you see on the screen is actually one of the most amazing people on the planet. Heart as big as gold, helped a boatload of people. And it was because of his vision that Nikken has spread across the globe in many ways. And he's been a mentor of mine. And so I want a chance for you to meet and hear Dave Johnson's perspective. So Dave, take it away. Why do you love Nikken?
Oh, golly, why don't I? How do I love this business? Let me count the ways. But, that is one of the most wonderful blessings is to have work that matters, that you're in love with. When I first looked at Nikken, that was basically kind of my dream. And of course, to really appreciate something, you need contrast. And so I was actually coming away from probably the other end. I've done a lot of things over my life, and I have been involved with companies that make a difference and are fun and that pay pretty good. But also, we have the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and that's part of our life. And I was with a company that I loved for about 8 years, and then it fell apart. And in struggling to find myself, I had to do something in the meantime. And also I went out and got a job. And this is after actually being involved in a business that I was building, and it was giving me satisfaction. I was making a difference. Suddenly I was working for someone else in work that really didn't make any difference at all. Also, I wasn't very good at it, and I wasn't making enough money. And so every day it was dread. And so I know the feeling of thinking, oh goodness, Sunday afternoon, just a few more hours, I'm going to go to bed, and then I'm going to wake up, and then I'm going to be doing something that I don't want to do. The only reason I'm there is because I'm getting paid, and it's not enough. And that's not the way you want to live your life, wishing it away and thinking about a job. The definition is an inconvenience between weekends. You don't want to be that way. and so that was kind of my thought, and my prayer and anxious quest was I needed to first off make some money, but also I wanted to start waking up in the morning and have the thrill of something to do that mattered, and be excited about going to work instead of dreading it. And then also, I think all of us have this desire to make a difference, to do something significant with their lives. And so that's what I was searching for. And looking at all of the different things, and I think about success. We all are pursuing that. And I think the different definitions that I've heard, I like to think that a lot of success is the greatest good that you can do for the largest number of people. If you can impact lots of people in a tremendous way, that would be success. That would be a wonderful, abundant life, being able to do that and bring people along with you. And so when Nikken came along, I just knew this was it. It made so much sense. A billion-dollar company, already a wonderful track record, product that really mattered. The thing that really kind of set it up for me was years earlier, I'd met a lady who, when I met her, she was in the perfect picture of health. She asked me what I knew about magnetic therapy. That's what she called it. And in conversation, she explained that she had been in a horrific car wreck. And when this happens, so many times you don't get better. You actually get worse and worse as time goes on. And that was her situation. And the doctors said that there was really nothing that they could do other than try to manage your pain with medication. And if we've met anybody like that, that's really not the way you want to live your life. And that was her. But she was just really indomitable. She talked about how she just searched. And at that point, she showed me a mattress from Japan. And it was just magnets everywhere. And she said sleeping on that gave her back her life, 100% recovery. And I just thought, that's fascinating. And that kind of stayed in my mind, but I didn't act on it, didn't do anything. I was with that other company. Well, as I mentioned, that fell apart. Now I'd had another job for over a year, which I in a way, giving me that contrast, giving me what we could call inspirational dissatisfaction. I was just wound up. I thought I got to do something. And so when I was looking, I found myself on the phone with a new friend, and he started telling me about this Japanese company. And when I discovered that the product was magnetic mattresses, I just thought, that makes sense. Not that when I was a little kid thinking when I grow up I want to sell magnetic mattresses. That was an urge that came somewhat later. We were talking. All of a sudden, I got thinking. What is a business opportunity? Basically, to justify being in business, you need some type of a product or service to offer. And I just got thinking. If there could be a product that could actually help people that are in discomfort, people that have been in a car wreck or had a bad fall. If you really kind of analyze it, the number one reason people seek medical attention in the first place is pain. And of all the things that there is, probably the medications that treat that are some of the most horrific. And also they're symptomatic. And so it's not really helping anything. And I love modern medicine. This is the country where you want to be if you get traumatized. But if you look at chronic problems, people that have aches or discomforts, and that something that happened a long time ago, managing it is not what they're looking for. What if there was something that was natural, all upside, no downside? I just really got thinking about that and realizing what had done for that lady. I thought, could it happen another time for someone else? And in visiting with my new friend on the phone, the more we talked, the more excited I got, because it was basically telling me stories of what had happened to him. And then discovering, and just asking him how long he had been in it and what kind of income he was making. I just thought, wow, this looks like all the things I'm looking for, a way to make money, but also make a difference, to have a business. And of course, the purpose of a business is to make a profit. But if you could make a profit by doing good, that's the way you want to live your life. And he just seemed like a great guy. And I thought, I want to sign up for his team. And I thought, he's doing certain things a certain way. If I can learn to do that same thing, and then just kind of realizing that this really is the right place at the right time. And even more now, I got in too soon, technically, because what's going on with Nikken today is there's a bigger market than ever. I think the point has come where people are realizing, wow, my answer is not to have a surgical procedure or take a drug, or at least why not try something non-invasive first before I try that. And so this is a mega trend that's going on right now as natural alternative therapies. We are the leader in that with something very unique that's patented. Our product works better than ever. The price point is more realistic. The compensation plan, it's literally a chance at this moment we're speaking to be on the ground floor of a 40-year-old legacy company that very few people have heard about. And I've got a couple of those mattresses loaned out right now, and it looks like both of them are going to do what they do other times. They've helped people, and now those folks want to buy their own sleep system.
Can you share, Dave, some of the stories of how people's lives have been changed with that sleep technology?
Well, I always kind of share what started me out. I was in the business only just weeks. And basically, this is a show and tell business. It's an experiential business, and we have an enormous advantage over.
Now, by show and tell, that's not show the catalog or show the website, right?
No, it's actually touch and feel. And the thing that surprised me is the company I was with before Nikken had some real sophisticated, I would even dare say, clinical type nutrition products that made a difference, and I loved it. But it would take time. And so I was really surprised when these products could make such a profound difference almost instantaneously, so regularly. And so here's an example. Really new in my career, I met Lena House. And when I met her, she was 67, and she explained to me that when she was 11 years old, she had fallen off a roof. And so here's a little girl falling off a roof, landing on her back on a pile of bricks, a new house, bricks underneath. And oh, goodness, that just hurts thinking about it. Well, when she came to the meeting, she was in terrific hurt. And so immediately they just took her in the back bedroom, put her on a Nikken sleep system, and she fell asleep. Less than an hour, she awakened, and when she did, she just started to cry, and she walked into the living room where everyone else was, tears flowing, openly sobbing, and she said, "This is the first time in almost 60 years that I don't hurt." And everyone's mouth was open, and well, she said to Alice, who was hosting the meeting, she says, whose mattress pad is that? And Alice said, it's mine. And Lena said, no, it's not. It's mine. I need it more than you do. And she took it home. And I came down with a recorder, and I just sat at her kitchen table, and I interviewed her. She told her story. I got a couple of other people to tell their story. And I would ask people, hey, listen to Lena House, listen to this story. And people would listen, and they would think, I wonder if, I've got a friend that I wonder if it would help them. Or they would say, what does this stuff look like? And just kind of telling stories, it was able to get people thinking, I want to try that. I want to look at that.
Absolutely. So Dave, I want to keep this short because people's time is busy as they're first looking. If you had advice to give to someone who was looking at this for the first time, they're just getting a gander at this, what one or two things would you tell them?
Well, first off, I would say that this is worthy of your most serious investigation. This is something that you should definitely look at. But then also, if you want to be healthy, you need this product. You really do. And so get one. Try it out yourself. But one of the most wonderful things is we can't help ourselves. This is the way we're wired. If we believe in something, whether it's a movie or if we found a new restaurant or read a book, whatever it is, we share things that we believe in with the people that we love. And so basically, the fundamentals of what makes Nikken work, we're already doing it for free already. And so kind of the fun thing is, what would happen if you really did believe in this? If you had something that really could change somebody's whole life, would you share it? And then if you're thinking, I could use an extra few $100 a month, or maybe a new career, what if you methodically, regularly, purposefully, I actually thought, I said that and it came from my heart and I really meant it, but what if I just kind of tuned it and made the words even more, 'cause it's very hard to be, absolutely brilliant spontaneously all the time. And so if you actually learned your story and were able to tell it, and tell it very well, tell it often to people that need to hear that story, what would happen? Kind of the same way if you were a waiter and you're at the restaurant a day after day. If you learn to say, would you like to look at a dessert menu, that could get you a little further. But if you could actually learn how good that chocolate molten cake, if you could or bring it in there, you could actually raise your tips. And conceivably, you could go from not mentioning a dessert at all to at least saying something that might make an extra $1,000 a year, to actually making an extra couple of thousand just by increasing your tips on selling more desserts. Kind of up selling people. Well, if you could do that with that, you can imagine having something that really does make a difference, just on a part-time basis in your regular day-to-day life, sharing this story that's interesting to people anyway. Who is not interested in having more health? How many people are there out there that hurt for some reason, from a fall or whatever? Who could sleep better? You look at all of the products that we have, people need them. And so the market is immeasurable, the timing's right, and with the new Nikken, the new products, the new pricing, the new everything, it's just kind of fun to be on the front of something that I believe could change the world.
Excellent. Dave, I really appreciate you taking the time for this. I do want to end with one thing, two things. If you're watching this and you want to learn more, you can reach me anytime at 435-512-1944. Feel free to pass this along to any friends that are worried about any health challenges they have, or anybody you know that's looking for a great opportunity, a great career to help other people. And Dave, if people want to reach you, what's a good number for them to call?
775-772-7741.
So folks,
That's an iPhone too, so you can text me.
what I'm going to encourage you folks is if you ever thought of being at the right place at the right time, you ever thought of hitting a home run, either for your personal health, for your family's health, for your opportunity to be able to generate a phenomenal income future. Take a real serious look at what you have your hands on here. Dave generates, Dave, you've generated a pretty good living with this, wouldn't you say?
It's changed our whole life. Yeah, we've actually made millions. It sounds crazy. We've got 11 kids, and we've been able to afford them.
Yeah.
We're now empty nesters. It's kind of fun. My wife is actually getting excited about being my business partner. It's a new era of life, and so we're kind of going to do this as an encore career. Some of the best anti-aging medicine there is just be anxiously engaged in meaningful work, and so we got another rodeo left in us, but the Nikken business, we've had 5 kids in college at the same time. And just imagine that, all the other things. So if you're a parent, if you got kids, we all want to give our kids the advantages that some extra income could afford, and it's been a real blessing for us. It's made a difference.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for taking your time.
You betcha.